Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, what's up, everybody? This is Rance, aka Darth Lugia, and we are jumping into Final Fantasy 16. So, I have not progressed the story at all since we last had our stream yesterday. Only thing that I did was actually for the first time try out the arcade mode at the Arete Stone, and I got some pretty good scores. I don't know what the max grade is or what the minimum grade is. Surprisingly, my Googles were not a big help. I would have assumed that there would have been a very easy guide out by now, but I didn't find much. That being said, I've messed around with my gear just a tiny bit for those runs. Let me get those fixed back to what they were when we last left off. I think this was it right here. 15%. Yeah, that was it. Okay, cool. And let me show you actually some of our scores we got during our arcade mode runs. So the quickest and easiest one was the final one because it's very small, right? You only have to fight maybe 15 or 20 enemies and you fight this big panther thing at the end. And so I got an S rank on that. That's nice. This tells me my run details. It doesn't tell me all the accolades I get though, which is unfortunate because those actually matter a lot. I did the Phoenix Gate Ruins, which is phenomenal. I got an S on that one. I got Eye of the Tempest, did an S on that one. And that was it so far. So, if you want to mess around with arcade mode, see what gets you high scores, I'd recommend Costness because it's just super fast and simple and easy to jump into. However, this one's probably the hypest that I've played so far. I can't wait for this one too. This one was very high, but it's like 10 legs. There's a huge amount of fighting you have to do to get to the end of this one. And this one takes maybe under 10 minutes each run, whereas this can take probably up to an hour. Eye of the Tempest, it's just the boss fight with Garuda. And so you get a lot of the cinematic stuff once you become Ifrit. But before that point, you get to just throw hands at a giant, wind harpy icon. So it's very fun. It's very, very fun. That's the only thing I did since we last streamed was I was uploading a bunch of stuff, exporting a bunch of stuff. I'll get thumbnails made for those later. But my computer was busy, so I couldn't stream. So I just did arcade mode. And now we're ready to continue forward with the story. So, I have some side quests to report, specifically one side quest to report to the boat guy down there. We'll take care of that real quick, and then we will speak with Gav to head forward the main story. Something about arcade mode too, you can use any icons that you want, any iconic skills that you want. You cannot choose your weapons, though. Your weapons are going to be set as if you were playing the game at a certain level, and your level is going to be toned down to whatever level you should be at during that arcade mode exchange. So just be aware of that. Obulus.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
I got 3, Lassie. Well, you could count Ifrit as a 4th, so
Reeks like a
3.5.
chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Oh, a ship is a male?
So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Nice. Nice, that's nice. Cock and ball. What? This has to be intentional. Caulk and ball. Yeah, no, that's intentional as hell. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Lastly, let me show you what we got. So, we have Phoenix, which we've had since the beginning. We have Garuda, which we beat Benedicta and then Garuda's forms. And then, most recently, Sid gave us Rema, which is the lightning one. Which is very unique. Very, very unique. I don't like it as much as the other two right now, but again, I've just barely got to use it much. And then we also have Ifrit's powers, which the only one that Limit Break is technically part of that, so that's our semi-prime. I am using Will of the Wikes every time because it's a defensive and offensive tool. It boosts our combo as well, which is really nice. Ignition, I think, is probably pretty amazing, yet I am not using it. I'm just not a fan. And so that's what we have as of right now, Lassie. I appreciate that there's big moments to unlock every one of these. You know, like it took a while to get Garuda, then it took a while to get Rama. Then Aoife kind of came in the middle, I guess, and his took a little bit less time, but still, since he's not like a purely different element. To transform in any of the other icons or just Ifrit. So far, we've only seen me transform into Ifrit. And I believe that's how it's going to stay. Not positive. I haven't seen the end of the game. But that is my thought, is that likely it's going to stay that way. This looks amazing. Massive damage to a single target. Yeah, that seems absolutely incredible. So, that is where we are at with abilities thus far. And I'm glad that Rama gave us... I'm sorry, I'm glad that Sid just kind of gave us Rama because it was an emotional, important story point. I imagine that Jill, because we know we're going to get Shiva, that makes it pretty obvious that something's going to happen to Jill. And I imagine it's probably going to be, again, her giving it to us instead of us having to fight and kill Shiva. Though it's possible that we'll have some conflicts about what we think is like moral to like change the world. Maybe we'll be more extreme than Jill wants to be, and she'll try to stop us, and then that's how we actually get Shiva's powers. Curious, very curious.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
Oh.
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head?
Wow.
And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
That's gorgeous.
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Oh. Carrying on the legacy.
4 mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps.
Which we kind of want, though. We kind of want to fight him.
There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Oh.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the
Family?
7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And You're a Rosfield, of course.
Did he never know that until
My
now?
uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Huh.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
I'm glad that Gav is not like a depressed, dark, sad boy, you know, because he lost his eye. I kind of thought that was the direction we were going, so I am happy that's not the case. Oh, is the Moogle going to open up the board for me? Open up some hunting challenge? Yes, Otto's counter is now open. Let's go. Yes. Alliant reports, the Patron's Whisper, and the Hunt board. All three are located near Otto and the Mess. Perfect. So hunting, from my understanding, you know, that like flying eyeball that we fought
Waiting for indeed.
is similar to the other stuff that we'll be hunting.
I think it's alright to touch
Aww.
him.
I don't know. You go first.
Aw, cute. I love it. Absolutely love it. Adorable. Okay, so we have a side quest down there. Wow. Is this what we have to do to get down there? That's crazy. Okay, let's try it. I'm going the right direction. I am.
How much water can a flower drink?
The fruits of her labors. I'm guessing that the girl that we saved, who was working for the plant guy, I'm guessing that she's in charge now.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off.
Nice.
I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat.
Okay.
Not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway.
Do I have to decide?
Couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory.
Nice.
You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Let's prioritize that so we know which direction to go. Got 2 baskets of Martel apples. This is pretty down here. I like it. Oh. This room's gonna have some type of significance at some point, right? Foundations of Valistean botany. Direct sizing from the trunk. Dry for 3 to 5 turns of the sun until brittle to the touch. Grind in mortar and add to warm coral milk to remedy gout, melancholy, and moon sickness. Okay. I'm okay. No offense to botany. I'm not a fan. It's not the most interesting thing in the world, if you ask me. Important, but yeah. I gotta go deliver some apples. Dun, 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 dun.
Did you come through
The atrium and the haven. I bet you we're gonna have some quests there later, so let's not mess with that right now.
today? It smells like a still.
Off limits? That means you? Whose room is this? Is it Karen's room? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. So wall memories, reading table. Those will be important. Actually, yeah, let's check those out quickly. So we'll get to see Whiteheart / Ambrosia's saddle now that we got her. This reminds me of the Hub and Monster Hunter world. I would bet you that it was very heavily influenced. I can almost guarantee you. Because Monster Hunter World was like a game changer for Capcom. So I could see Square Enix being like, you know, we already took their combat director for Devil May Cry. Let's, you know, take it a few other things. Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. Would that we had more time to speak to each other in person. But for every day we spend together, it feels as though we must suffer another two apart. I'm glad to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say Whiteheart. You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate. And here, so many years later, we find that she has spent her life doing the exact same thing, defending others. Some things may never change, do they, Clive? Jill. That's really sweet. That's really sweet. That, like, we're too busy to spend a lot of time with each other, so instead, we write letters. That's really nice. Okay, so we got that from Sid. And then we got Ambrosia's Tack. Saddle and blinders crafted specifically for Clive's childhood chocobo, Ambrosia. Yet after being separated from her master, the noble steed served the people of Rosaria in his stead, protecting the defenseless from the merciless, just as a good shield should. That's really nice. That's really nice, damn. Yeah. I appreciate that. This game cares about its animals a lot, even the ones that you literally like ride into like battle. You know, they make it important at all times. Okay, so we're gonna want to go all the way out and then to the right. The main deck. Oof.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
And I think up here is where we're gonna find everything else we want outside of the side quests. Deliver some apples.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martel.
Basket of Martel apples grown and picked by Cormac for sample by Hideaway Residents. Oh, the setting is gorgeous, man.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Nice.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
Are all of them just in here? Hope so.
For your service.
I wonder if the curse breakers might be more prone to being like jerks. Just the ones doing the fighting.
I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
Go. That's better.
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Doesn't sound like anywhere is safe.
I will, but not yet. Oh, what's up, Goat? Gout.
How are you doing?
How you doing, Goat?
Oh, same old.
Oh, Otto's gonna be reading through the reports coming in from our allies and picking out what problems he's dealing with now and what can be saved for later. It was still early days back in the old place, so I could just about handle the job myself. Save the world now, though, I need Dee's help to sift through it all. That's just the sifting. Actually solving any of these problems is a whole other headache. Curse take the urgent stuff, but we're still stuck waiting for volunteers to handle the rest. So if you ever find yourself at a loose end, well, you know where to find me. So much has happened since that night. It feels like a lifetime ago, but we'll never forget those who didn't make it. Kenneth, Martell, they're still with us in our hearts.
Sid.
And Sid, when I found out he was gone, I thought that was it for us.
Still with us too.
With us and in you. You took his name and gave us hope when we had none. I suppose what I'm trying to say is don't be a stranger, eh? Hideaway ain't nothing without it, Sid. Ooh, that's cool.
Here you go.
That's great.
Seen enough?
Okay. Desiree.
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Oh, sure. I will listen to the Patron's Whisper.
Here's everything we've received and everything promised.
Completing side quests will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Oh. Oh, what? This is cool. So I have to get to over 100 for this one. Go to 85 for this one. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We've gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallery. A heart-struck dowager. Okay. So she's down bad for me. Oh, but 400 ability points?
All yours.
Yes. Respect. Our order is one built upon pride, but that does not mean we're too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again the blood axes.
You earned this.
That's cool. Okay, I'm glad that we know what this other system is now. I really appreciate that.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Business is busy.
On top of my regular duties here at the Whisper, Otto has piled countless other tasks, from transcribing and sorting Stolas reports to penning needful missives. Not that I'm complaining, I enjoy writing. I've ever since earned my letters from Jared back in the old hideaway. Won't claim to have been his best student, though. That honor goes to Shirley. I like to think that Jared will be proud of me, too, were he with us today.
Words are immortal.
They live on in others, and if the words are your own, so too will you. Do you know who told me that? It was Jara, in our last lesson before Titan came. It stayed with me ever since his passing and inspired me to become what I am today. I imagine we survivors all have a story like that, of someone who remains with us, even though they're gone.
I'll be here waiting.
Yes, we do. Okay, I'm most excited for Nectar, so let's wait a second. Let's go talk to... Oh, this was Vivian again. Yeah, let's talk to Vivian again. I get some more information.
My favorite pupil. What is it that you wish to learn? I have the details here.
March of the Black Shields. Our main protagonists. Oh. It's counting Joshua as a main protagonist. Interesting. How cool. I love it. Absolutely love it. Holy Empress. Oh, shit. I mean, that makes sense. I just didn't actually connect the dots. Interesting. Prince Dion. His six-legged steed. I thought there was a pair of legs on there. I thought so. Okay, the Dalmekian Empire. The Dalmekian Parliament and eldest and most experienced of its members, those elected by the States of the Republic, plus the dominant Titan, who serves as official advisor. Alas, Hugo Kupka does not take kindly into his advice being ignored. Permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian Parliament and dominant of Titan. He has little love for his country, taking advantage of his position to benefit himself and himself alone. After learning that Sid the Outlaw, the man who slew the love of his life, Benedict Armand, still lives, he tasks his personal guard with capturing and torturing bears to draw out his nemesis and take his revenge. Okay. Okay. Yep. It's all coming together. I like it. What's Cole's connection to Martha? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Situation map. Anything changed on here? Wow, I love this crap. This is so sick. I hate real history, but fake history is where it's at. The Iron Kingdom. What the hell is the Iron Kingdom? Oh, this is the people who were in charge of what's her face at one point? Jill. The Crystalline Dominion. The hideaways where we're at, the Dalmekian Republic. So we're close. We're close to the Dalmekian Republic. Okay.
Very good.
Let's find out about hunts. Clive, there you are, Coupeau. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Coupeau.
The hunt board?
Yeah.
It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Coupeau. I knew all that already. That's why I need your help. As I need to remind you, Coupeau, I'm the mightiest of all the Mughals. No fiend of the forest or ghoul of the greensword can measure up to Nectar the Bold. So I need you to slay them all, Coupeau.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you, Coupeau. So good to have found someone who understands me, Coupeau. I'll sit here then and keep an eye on all the billets that get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, Coupeau, I'm your Moogle. Let me ask about Nectar's adventures. Did I ever tell you about the time I visited the Great Continent, Coupeau?
I don't think so.
Of course I didn't, because I've never been. Look at these wings. Look like the sort that might carry a Moogle across countless leagues of open sea. They call me Nectar the Bold, not Nectar the Stupid, Coupeau. That was great. It's precisely what you see before you, Coupeau. The Cursebreakers note down the details of any particularly dangerous monsters they hear about or encounter in the course of their duties, and post the billets here, Coupeau, so that any stout soul who wishes to do the realm a service might set out to slaughter an ungodly horror or two, which is where you come in. As for me, I'm the most important duty of all, painting a big red cross over each and every one you cut down, so that everyone can sleep at night knowing that the realm is a safer place. That's awesome. Did you see that the Cursebreakers give every billet a rank of riskiness? From this thing could kill you with a single swipe to a 7-nation army couldn't scratch this thing's skin. I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, not sure, but that's one risk I'm willing to take. Is there more? Cursebreakers don't just tack up any old rumors to this board, you know, they take great pains to verify every little detail. So don't you go letting all their hard work go to waste. Don't you let me, I mean them, down. Is there more? They're all marked with a location. That's where the horrible horror in question was seen. Which can't be expected to memorize every last place name in the whole wide realm. You're only human. So if the place name doesn't tingle your pom-pom, Capo, try reading the witness's statement. Sometimes there are other details in them that might help you track the nasties down and finish them off. Let's look at it, bro. Let's go. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted in the hunt board in hopes that fearless heroes, such as myself, will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. So we already slayed this one. And we got, I guess we got all that already. A member of the Blood Axes stationed at Martha's Rest reported that he had been set upon in the marshes by an otherworldly horror with a single staring eye. Flew at him on bony bat's wings, scratching at him with claws black as night and sharp as razors. Naturally, he fled in terror. If a battle-hardened blood axe cannot cope with the mere sight of such a creature, what hope do the rest of us have? The Angel of Death? What? That sounds much. I'm willing to give it a shot. A trader coming by the way of Caer Norvent met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked, winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through their pass, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up at a brisk pace. I like it. Then Belphegor. Reports have been received of a wild avis of striking size making its nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpool. Though all efforts are being made not to rouse the beast's ire, it is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. Hereby petition any brave volunteers to march to the northern border that we might cut the fiend down before it makes trenchers for the nearby villagers. Cool. Frickin' sick. Okay. Angel of Death is in Clairview, Sandbreck. Cool.
So Martha's all right.
Yep.
Let's go report about the apples first, you know, because that's important. But yeah, hunts are what I've been waiting for. I've been pretty excited to get to that.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Dun, 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 dun. This way, right? Yeah. Journey to Hawk's Cry Cliff. Yeah, I think we'll take down those hunts first. Lassie's comment about being more and more like the Monster Hunter World Hub is definitely becoming more appropriate by the second.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks and their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They
Nice.
remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for.
Cool.
Like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Nice. Wow, 10 more renown too. Awesome. Oh, displayed in Clive's chambers. Still, we'll grow something worth eating one of these days, and when we do, you'll have first pick. Awesome. Okay, so all we have left. Let's see if the oh no. What? Okay. That's unfortunate. I actually can't go to anywhere for the hunts yet. I have to just go to the main story place. So with that in mind, let's check out our abilities and see what we want to level up. I mean, I'm going to be using this all the time. So that's not a bad thing to level up at all. It's got Cyclone I don't care about, really. Gouge is pretty amazing as is. You know what? We should upgrade this one. So now what do we have? Increases number of lock-ons. Okay, cool. We'll call that good for now. I'll explore Lightning Rod a little bit later. So we did unlock the hunt board, but we are stuck in the story, which is totally fine. I'm excited to move forward with it. From these heathered highlands, one might catch a glimpse of Rosalith Castle and everything else in between. Cool. And for now, the marks, we're supposed to hunt down are not listed on the big map.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance?
Yo, what's up, Devin?
Should one of his
I'll hop in to say hi. I need to watch your previous VODs now that my
change
nephew is baptized. I have
itself.
time now. Are you planning on playing, Devin? Because you definitely should if you aren't playing it yet. Because my gosh, it is incredible. Incredible, and I am loving it. Hi, sweet girl. I did not no. Hi. Hi, sweetie. Look, there's a dog right there, too.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
This is where she was a slave for
For what?
years. It's great. All the voice acting,
After
I think,
learning the
is
truth,
really good.
You were given the chance to face your past.
Hi. Yeah.
If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
And this is where she was forced to kill a bunch of people. So yeah, she's not too eager to come back.
We will
Yeah.
face it together then.
So yeah, Jill is the dominant for Shiva, who's the ice icon. And when she was awakened as the dominant, the Iron blood, a bunch of bastards essentially, made her like a slave and forced her to fight for them. Otherwise, they would kill all of the people from her village.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
And my mother's a
More than
bitch.
likely.
So
Which is why we should
she
hurry.
She betrayed my dad so that she could become empress of the empire. And it worked.
There are still many.
Yes. Good. That's a great thing, yeah. No, I don't own a PS5, so I have to wait until the PC release. Ah, okay. Well, then in that case, yes, feel welcome to watch the vids and catch up. But yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I know. And then I'll wash the Instapot so we can make rice, like tomorrow or something.
Settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can, then hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Can I call Ambrosia right now? Yeah! Yeah, that's what I called her. She looks super uncomfortable. I think that's actually awesome. Because, you know, like, I've got, like, a deep connection with mine, and, like, hers is just part of the flock. So it makes sense it's not as kind. Let's gallop.
Run like the wind.
Woo! Run like the wind, Bullseye. Can I pick up stuff? Yes, I can! Ah, that's sick. That's so sick. Okay, let's see if I get my max height here. No! There are actual velociraptors in this world besides these creatures, so yeah. I'm about to. I'm just gonna... You say stay safe? Is that what he said? Okay, let's use Sid stuff first. Nope, I want this one. Oh, that was so fast. So fast. Good job, buddy. Can I pet you now that we're out of battle? Yes, I can. They could have. They have 5 different animations. Yes. Yes. Yes, we are.
We're not alone.
Wow, he dies so fast. I want to do my cool combo. Jump, 1, 2, jump. Woo! Alrighty. Yeah, I don't want to kill those things. They're too like majestic. No. No. Woo! I do love that there's different ground executions for every single one of these. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, none of these just like normal fights have been a challenge at all. They definitely want the challenge to come during the boss fights. That might be different when you get to play on Final Fantasy mode.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed
Is the Black
of
Shield.
the stain which befalls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
And they're using like the Phoenix like religion to justify what they're doing. You know, they're like turning it on its head.
A village this small. There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
The gallows jig, when they hang you, your feet do the... It took me a second.
You're a long way from home, aren't you?
Nah, these are all worse. Cobalt tassels. No, I'm okay. I can do song. I don't have the money for it, though. Okay.
Keep to the
We're
roads
fine.
now.
What's up, youth?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered.
Give a shit
The
about no
Empire
Black
wants
Shield.
answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions? 100? We're going hunting for outlaws. How'd you like that, boy?
Where's the other person? Yeah.
More left to join the garrison.
Sid the Outlaw is my like literal moniker, I think. Or Sid the Vicious might be what it is actually.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
Did they not notice that I have burned the mark off of my face?
Could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Like that seems more significant than actually just having a mark on your face. Like, this is like a pure defying like the government, but just me. Just my take.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Who are all slaughtered because they helped
We
us.
should be on our way.
See, that's our biggest, I don't know, conflict so far, is that the villages we're helping, the slaves we're freeing, are pissed at us because we're making
These people live with
lives
a knife to
harder
their
for them.
throat. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? The new ally would
Joshua?
certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
He's still alive.
Perhaps.
Just notice, Jill is only wearing one glove because her sword only requires one hand. You know, it's like a rapier, you know, a fencing sword. And she has her other hand gloveless, probably so she can like access her magic easier. That's cool. It's a little self-made lore, but I like it.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
I could probably run faster if I'm not charging this, but I really want to... Yeah, come here. What the heck? These guys were...
We've seen more and more echoes.
What do you think is waking them?
Oh,
The mother
wrong one.
crystals collapse?
I have an idea.
Let's go to 10 now? 9, okay. Feel bad. asking Torgal to fight when, like, I am just a literal, like, ball of fire and he's supposed to fight right next to me. Okay. Ooh. Gosh, I love just looking around in here. Oh, shit! Let's go. Oh, we have a side path over here. Are those humans? They are humans. Are they? Oh, black shields. Get the over here. Come here. Yeah. Let's get our grounded. Badass. Oh, nope. No, thank you. Bravo! Give me thunder. It's so. Over here. Thank you, baby. Oh, we got a little dragon wyvern thing over there. I see you. Can I zoom in on it? No, I can't. Okay. I knew that wasn't a mechanic. That's fine. Wow. Yeah, so there's been this, like, you know, old civilization that we've just kind of accepted exists. Never really, like, done much to try and find out more about it, you know? Is there not one other thing over there? Yeah. Oh, that's just in a separate combat interaction. Okay. We'll head over there then. Oh, it's a bomb! That takes forever to actually get all of them. Whoops. Yeah. There's some really bad faith takes that this game is just mashing. It's like, no. And obviously no, you know? You can get away with pressing the square button a lot, but you're not going to access any of your, like, really cool stuff. And there's an accessory that makes it to where pressing stuff like that actually does help. And, like, you can get some of your more significant combos. That'd be so sick if it is actually Joshua. If he's the one who's, like, stirring the pot up here. Let's go. Ooh, another chest. Awesome. Okay. And we're gonna head back this way. Actually, let's not charge this. Let's just run. Oh, the sound effects when you change, they're different every time. You can really hear it when there's 3 of them. Imperial War Worm, you fool. You damn fool. Sick him, Torgal. Sick him, Torgal. Awesome. Okay, got another item over there. Woof. I don't know if I've ever fallen off a thing that high before. Ooh, man. Man, is this awesome. Oh boy, howdy hey, do I love this. Okay. Ooh, blood marks.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
It might be time for us to grab a snack to munch on while we play.
You were told to stay in your homes.
You didn't tell me nothing.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still...
Alright, we want to get to that sorcerer in the back, because he's going to cast heal.
Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Bastards.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield,
Nice, we got the scepter down. Let's get the mortal blows going. Yo, he's just getting juggled. That's so sick. Oh, what? We can do that while they're getting thunderstormed? That is pretty awesome. I had not seen that before. I love it.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Guardians.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Ooh. Okay, let's grab a quick snackaroonie. we can eat during some cutscene. Yeah, and I still don't see the hunts marked on the map again, which is fine. But
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
oh crap. Oh. Sheesh.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
Shit.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Oh, sheesh. Oh, it's horrendous. Oh, wow.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Sheesh.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush now. You didn't hear nothing.
Dang, that foreboding music in the background too. Like the very, very slow rise. In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria.
Curfew, then refuses passage back to our homes.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
You'll find no succor to the south travellers, nor beyond the Buet. The Empire.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
I never once actually saw that spelled out. Blackguards. Oh, we just blended with the crabs. Okay. Enough. Damn. Good boy, Snorkel. Good boy. Okay. Let's continue on to the story stuff. All right, Jill. Just finishing him off for me. No big deal. Silken strand.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance.
The Lazarus. Oh, that connects to the
Start
Phoenix.
with the main gate and see where that gets us.
Because Lazarus, you know, is all about rebirth, and that's exactly what the Phoenix is about. That's kind of cool. The nod to, like, the Bible, the nod to Christianity involved with the mythology here as well. Neat.
It's over.
So sick. Alrighty. Wow. Just so much, man. There's just so much that you can do in every single encounter, every single fight. It just feels great.
That's the main gate.
This always feels great.
And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Voice-riddled dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here.
Oh, get enough
Fuck off.
Oh shit.
Chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your stalls!
Cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. And Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
The black flame burns, I think is what it said. Oh, black light burns. There we go. This is where I thought we were going to have to go earlier. Yep. The Lazarus District. Oh.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Dang.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Yeah, I don't want to have to fight these guys.
Or not.
Damn it. No way. That's just healing back. Enemies bested. Are they gonna like listen to reason that we're, you know,
I've only
Rossfield
ever
and
seen one man fight like that.
care about us or
And
no?
he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Is that Tyler or the other guy? Can't remember their name.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. Sir Wade.
Sir Wade, okay.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown.
Really?
As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
Sweet.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours.
Sweet.
We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Yeah, nice. And Wade isn't just a, like, young, rambunctious kid anymore, you know?
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
And free stuff for us to steal as well. That'd be nice. Okay, upgrades. Almost 1,000. So we could just hold on and Upgrade this. Adds a second limit break gauge. Adds a third limit break gauge. Clive has a new baby brother. Hooray! Wahoo! Yeah, I wonder when that'll come into play. Because she's been with the Emperor for like 18 years. So that kid could be all kinds of different ages, you know?
Oh, buck up, man. At least you're not dead.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
Oh, we beat the crap out of these guys.
We'll show them that the fire in our hearts is not so easily telling me that's the
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage. I will be here should you need aught else.
Oh, you got it, buddy. You got it.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this.
I wonder if he saw Jill do any of her ice stuff.
You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Oldale have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
Let's do it. Had enough of these guys already. For the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Party makeup has changed. Is Wade gonna be like a reoccurring member?
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
That'd be interesting.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Oh, I love the changes in the sound when you switch between them. That's so cool. And it's like subtle enough too, you know? Better not be forced to fight chocobos. Let's just throw that out. Good, okay.
Sideways. How was the Black Shield?
Bugger me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Let's freaking go. Oh, okay. Dude, the mages look pretty cool. I love like the hoods.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
Not bad. Not a bad line.
For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Yep, I want that one. Oh, that one's dead already? Alright. Ooh, alright, Wade. I see you. Can I get the grounded blow? That's fine. That's fine. I thought I dodged.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
More dragons!
Let's embrace them. Thank you. Wow, there's so much going on. Woo! That wyvern, baby. Oh, whoops. Okay. Let's just get this thing, I guess, before it gets close to us. Okay. Yeah, Dragoon, bring it on.
Noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Then cleanse me, fool. Let's go. Yeah, I deserved it. I deserve that one. Gotta embrace this fool. Okay. Gouge to get the stagger. Woo! We got more damage, that's okay. Yeah, I wasted a lot of damage, that's fine.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this. You ain't finished yet.
Double jump. Dodge 1. Dodge 2. Nice. Good stagger. It's tough because this does so much stagger damage, but also elevates, obviously, how many hits you get on them when they're staggered. It's like really cool as well. I ended up wrong. Woo! 180. Here, Link, Talon, Weirite, Sharpfang, Magic Dash. Cool.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battle to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Nice. Black or white. So now it's up to 85. We're getting close to, I think 100 is when a whole new, that's a new tier or just like a new item we hadn't seen yet opens up.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning.
Nice.
Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Haven't had the chance to see Byron yet. Yep. Yeah, he looks way cooler now.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I wonder if these marks or these seals will ever, like, work against us.
Pride.
You know?
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Port Isolde, the Imperial Province of Rosaria. Rossfield Manor.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say
I
we are?
wonder who's gonna be here.
Not a chance.
There's gonna be someone besides just Byron, you know?
Right,
Like-
I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Like, in fact, even the Queen. I doubt the Queen would come this far, but be interesting.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rossfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
Combat me, Uncle. Let's go.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant
To her serene holiness, Saint Sybil, the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
That's great.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
That's great. That's really nice.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
That was nice.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
Can you imagine 18 years?
Go on, sit.
Thinking someone's dead and they show up alive.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Crazy to think about. And crazy that Byron's kept his place, I feel like.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Joshua? Joshua?
Your own, of course.
Oh, okay.
You've always been a terrible liar.
Man, I mean, they're going to make it matter a lot more later.
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Cute.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
A lot of emphasis and focus on Jill right now. I'm curious exactly where that's going, you know?
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
We might find out right now.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
I don't think so,
And so I became their
Lassie.
puppet.
I don't think she does.
I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused.
Very similar to Clive.
And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Awesome.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Yeah, I think that her family wasn't all like killed, but was, you know, kept getting attacked and stuff, and Clive's kingdom kind of saved them, right? Kind of protected them. And then, you know, sent Jill to stay with them as kind of like for her safety, if I remember right. So I'm not sure actually the fate of her family now. This has been, yeah, a very straight linear story stuff for a while. Here be monsters. Ooh, okay.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
New missive has been added to Clive's chambers. Cool. New quest is available nearby. Cool. We have another level for arcade mode. I bet that's what we got. No. Oh, maybe we have just a new enemy. Okay, let's go check out the mission first.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Funny.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Cool. I'm not going to prioritize that. I'll remember it. Let's see for our music. Oh, this is the nice one. Yep. This one's very pretty.
That monster's taking quite a lot.
That monster is
Headlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
Huh. Okay, we got a new reading table thing. Wow, a ton of them. All right. Lad from the yard ran up a basket of martels just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. He let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. It was a time you'd catch none but Sid's supping on these, what for their foul bite. But for him, it never was about the flavor, but about what they represented, our ability to make it on our own. Look at us now. Sid would be proud. Wade. Lord Marquess, I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus, but certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. Short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed into Still Windows many years ago, a true bearer of your father's legacy. Only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and I'm proud to stand alongside you once again. All quiet in the Dominion. The Dalmex? Yo, what's up, Phoenix? How you doing, man? Just, what did we just do? Just met up with the Guardians of the Flame. We took out the Black Shields. Met with our uncle. And are now going to see if we can actually go out on one or two of those hunts that we saw on the board. The Dalmex and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realize what a stinking pile of chocobo shit they have stepped in. If I were Mandalay Wager, I put my copper on this conflict, not playing out anytime soon. I should keep you appraised from Gav. Okay, we got one new of these. It's from Martell Apples. Yep. Though she was to lose her life from the wounds she sustained in Kupka's attack on the hideaway, her legacy lives on in the saplings she saved from the ruins. Okay, so we have what looks like another side quest to grab. So we'll go grab that. And we'll see where we're allowed to fast travel. I also did some of the arcade stuff, Nathan, and was able to get S ranks. I don't know if there's an S plus rank. I don't know if you know that.
How did we never hear about these
There are
guardians
new
of the flame?
billets being posted.
August.
everywhere. Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So,
I haven't tried those yet. Only tried them because I'm streaming and my computer was
knew you'd understand.
busy.
But
I
if he
still
doesn't
wanted
want
to play.
talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
So I tried out like
All
4
right.
of them, and I think
now,
3 of
He'll
them.
only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Blacksmith's Blues. I'm definitely replaying on hard mode when I finish the game. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm already so excited for that. I do want some of like the basic enemies to be a bit more of a challenge. I know that hard mode adds completely new bosses or like sub bosses to some of the areas, which is really, really cool. So I'm pumped for that. Yeah, we got to renown up.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Berserker ring, such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw, that much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavors than making any endeavors of their own. For that, I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings. A particularly enamored sort left this on the nightstand. May it serve you better than it did him.
You earned
Cool.
this. All done?
Berserker ring. Let's actually go check that out right now. Temporarily increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. I think it's okay. I think everything scales to your level in hard mode as well. Ooh, sweet. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm very excited. So still just these two. In Clearview and Rosaria. Okay. We're up here. Let's talk to her first.
Back again,
Normal mode is a
Lord
tad on the easy
Osfield.
side. I've
I'm
maybe
touched that
died
you should find me
once.
such good company.
It is not your
Yeah, I've only died once, and it was to the eyeball thing because I was at like 500 health, and it hit me like once, and I was like, oh, okay. I have to actually like dodge its crap and not just attack it like crazy, which I appreciate. But yeah, that's not a normal enemy. That's one of the,
counsel that I see
hunts, one of the bigger
Ever the charm.
boss enemies.
What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it.
Yes, that's exactly
The
what I'm
mother
doing.
crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
Oh, yes. Tell me. I want to learn about this.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystal sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime.
Huh.
Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity.
Love this crap, man. Again, fake history,
The Mother
way
Crystal
cool.
is both the
Way
object
freaking
of
cool.
the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
Nice.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath.
I love the way characters talk in this game. So much of it sounds like poetry. Yeah, no, that totally
Sent our
does.
entire fleet against them.
I think the voice acting is really good
sent their
too.
fleet
Like,
against Rosaria.
I really like the way they sound.
Sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal.
Yeah, but I'm pissed, you know.
Thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Jill is down there. Yeah, let's talk to Jill real quick. Before we go on the other side quest stuff.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill. When you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's Breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things.
Oh.
I'm going to kill him.
Oh.
It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward.
Oh, interesting. All right.
And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Jill with the revenge plot. I did not see that coming.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
Did not see that coming. Interesting though. Very cool. No, don't force me that way just yet. Oh, I can't just. Okay. Yeah. That's okay. Let's go talk to our blacksmith friend.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster. He's
Oh.
Torgal. And he'd take a liking to you too if you gave him as many nuts as Nan does.
Yeah, what is this? Off limits? That means you. I'm so curious. All right, what's up, Blackthorn? Wasn't expecting Jill's story to get more fleshed out, but I'm really glad that it did. It was a lot of emphasis has been put on her very
First
recently.
August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
And yeah, I didn't think she was going to get a full revenge plot.
I thought you might want to talk about it.
I'm happy about.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Oh, yeah, it's a good friend.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going.
So just talk to Karen about it, I bet.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
It says plus, so that's making me think that it will either add a new gameplay thing or something that he can actually do in the black. Something he can make in the blacksmith armory.
So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. That's all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop.
Is this a new character that will actually be able to make us stuff?
He spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So,
alright.
It sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the market.
Gotta go play the game later. Yeah, I would do the same, buddy. I do the same. Thanks for stopping by.
Idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Use the hunt board, locate the griffin. I already did. Oh, no, I think it was a harpy, not a griffin.
Typical nobles.
Ooh, yeah. All right, Nectar, show us what's up. Ask about griffin sightings. Dare you say you're hoping to hunt down a griffin, Capo? Then I have the billet for you, and especially horrible one the locals call Dosmare. Woof. While passing along the trail from Lost Wing to Cairn Norvent, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind so strong that it bent back the trunks of the old oaks, and heard a cry so terrible that he ran for his life. Questioning the locals revealed that this area was the nesting place of the elder griffin known as Dosmare, a beast much hated for its appetite both for chocobos and for children. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, they're making them evil. That's good. They're making these guys evil, so. Claire Norvent, Westgate. Clearview. Okay. Care Norvent West Gate. Okay. Then we just have to locate it. Alright. Whoops. The Dim, Orbell Downs, Lost Wing, and North Reach, Carevorant. That's where I want to go. Okay, let's do it. And then we should be able to fast travel. Nice. North Reach, Lost Wing, Orbell Downs. Clairview was another place for an enemy. And I wonder if we have to just spot these guys first. And then if we spot them, then we'll have the ability to just go find them later using the map. Well, this is a gate, so let's see. Time of day is different, I think, than when we were here last. That's pretty cool. Oh, hello, Chocobos.
There is no coin to be had in this miserable land, even if they wanted to trade with us.
Okay, there's that bird right there. He looks unique. Not that unique. There's two of them. Oh, but look at that. Yeah, that's something over there. Okay, I'm excited. My heart's racing. Here we go. Who do we have here? Is this the harpy thing? Yeah. Aruna. Oh, I can't even read that.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy.
Some lightning. Nice. Okay, embrace, embrace, embrace. Let's go. Sweet. Whoop. One more hit. Nice. Woo! Badass. Oh, let's get out of there. I got hit there for sure. Okay, let's get the stagger up. Oh, I thought we'd be over it. Nice. Okay, let's do this. Woo! So sick. Woo, I got lucky there. I thought we'd jump over it. That's fine. Nope. Woo! Notorious Mark slain. Awesome. 40 ability points, a ton of gold, 10 renown. We need 5 more renown. Clouded Eye. Badass.
Rest well. I know I will.
Okay, pretty sick. Pretty freaking sick. So I thought Caer Norvent, Glorious Gate, Lost Wing, Oroville Downs, Royal Meadows, more. Which was this? The Holy Eye. That's the River Gate. Cutter's Gate. Ton of gates over there. I don't know. Baywatch, West Watch, Unnamed Chapel. Huh. Okay, maybe we'll go back real quick and read up on it. Quickly. Just to see.
Typical nobles.
That guy sounds like a horse every time. Every single time. Nice. Aruna. Okay. Belphegor and Dosmere. Oh, Caer Norvent West Gate. Okay. For eats all you eat. Alright, so west is on the left. The trail from Lost Wing to Caer Norvent. And the West Gate. Okay. Lost Wing to Caer Norvent. Let's travel here. And we want to head east towards Caer Norvent. So we get to close to the West Gate. That makes sense. Unless it's down here. Nah, I think either way, we just want to head out of the village and we'll get to it. Okay.
But what about the curse? Can't you...
Will this let us head out of the village? Yes, it will. Huh. No, it won't. Back up. Yeah. I'm just really enjoying this. I think it's super fun, easy to binge as well. The story is important and cool and good, but also like it's just so much fun to just, you know, destroy people with tons of your abilities. That you guys tell me anything? Tell me anything? No? Okay. Damn, that log looked scary. Like it was gonna definitely come alive and attack me. Wow. Didn't stand a single chance. Okay. Nope. Got you. Oh, crap. Oh, no, that's just a wyvern. Okay. Feel sorry for this thing. Not gonna lie. Wow. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay. First of all, it was going to make me feel bad about hunting these things. But if that griffin likes eating kids, I think I'm okay. Ooh! She's freezing for me. That's so sick. Oh, good. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yes. Absolutely. I imagine they'd be right here. Once we get to that gate. Wow. They just sat there and did nothing. Whew. Poor Squidward. Is that just a light thing? I can't see.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey.
Oh, he's close.
Our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
He is close. Oh, and I guess I could have been riding the Chocobo the whole time. Whiteheart. Woo! Damn. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's start with lightning. Prey doesn't just wing us. It's winging us. Yeah, I deserve that. Holy shit. Oh, Deadly Embrace, let's go. Okay, Portal, get at him. What is this? What is this? What is this? I might have been able to die from that. Oh, he's not staggered yet? Okay. Give me thunder! Holy shit, this guy's voice is so good. I effed up bad. That's a terrible stagger. Noble dive. Oh, it had the shock waves. Damn it. Well, get out of here. Woo. Nice, okay, embrace, 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 come on. Let's go. Yeah! Damn, that's so sick. This could be so much stagger. Oh, no dive. Okay, okay, okay. Oh! What? Oh, shit. I deserve that. Okay. Oh, that's better. Don't wave it at her. Let's go. Oh shit. Oh, come on, come on, embrace. No, stop, stop, embrace, please. I effed up. I effed up bad. Okay, this is gonna put him into stagger pretty, ooh, as long as we survive, into pretty quickly. Let's end it with the, let's go. Oh. Oh, so good. Ooh, a scarletite? One of the hardest materials known to man. That's what pricing. Determined not by its rarity, but rather due to the fact that a forge must employ no fewer than 5 healthy bearers to produce flames hot enough to melt the ore, at which time it takes upon the deepest scarlet hue from which it takes its name. Sick.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man?
He looks a little basic. Oh, but no, Torgal, you get a pet. Sorry, buddy. Here you go. I don't think so. He does have like a bar that shows you his status. I think it's just over time, though. But in my mind, it makes him stronger.
Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I
He didn't
can
assume
do.
that I wanted the griffin hide? Come on.
Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right.
Good
I've
girl.
got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do.
I mean, if I could get some like griffin skin greaves from this guy, that'd be great. That'd be super cool.
Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Awesome. Okay, so the other things we have to do is talk to somebody over here with a butcher. That should be pretty quick.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we?
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods.
I got the goods.
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I fought a ton of them.
I dare say they do. 3 reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
But I'm not going to buy anything from you. Okay. Wow, look at that. Okay, so yeah, this would be a quick, yeah, let's go ahead and travel here. We'll run across to the swamp and get the scorpion tails. Oh, and guess what we had to make our trip faster? Chocobo. No, we killed the crap out of the griffin. That's so cool. She's got a mini glide. Okay, we'll go up here, we'll cross the bridge. And the chocobos aren't just used for like fast travel, you know, they're actually part of the game. That's pretty neat. Follow the path. Yep. And there should be a passageway over here. Awesome.
Scorpion. scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Nice. Woo. Oh. Nope. Awesome. Okay. So now both these side quests can be knocked out by going back to the hideaway. And we will probably wrap up after that. Because, yeah, the next big thing is us going across the sea to the Iron region or whatever. And so that's going to be a huge story quest. Jill's going to try and get her revenge. I don't know if we're going to try and stop her or we're going to be like all in on her killing the dude. We'll see what happens when we get there.
Mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvelous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
I was hoping we get some cooking noises. Gross cooking noises. Ugh.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity.
Yeah, it looks
Grab
awful.
a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavors, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Nice. I'm guessing she's the one who runs the stables. Okay, perfect. A badge of metal. Very nice. Let's go quickly talk to the blacksmith. Finish up his quest.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
So I wonder if he's going to be able to do leather work now, as opposed to just like armor. Or if he's just going to incorporate it to make his armor better.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right.
That was the idea. Clive's idea.
Oh, sorry,
anyway,
skip that.
He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a
I
reason
kinda
he
thought
does
that
his
was the
own
point.
hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Sweet. So we'll see if he's just able to make us some new stuff now.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Sweet. Okay. Yep, and our renown is way up, and so necessary for crafting the Drake Slayer's belt. Sweet. To design craft the Drake Slayer's belt, design drafts unlock new crafting options. This is blocked from the hideaway for details on material requirements.
Clive? What do you want?
Drake Slayer's belt, so we need an Electrum. Ooh.
Anything
Okay.
else?
Sweet. All right. Nope, that's a good stopping point. We will go travel across the sea next time we jump in. And we'll see about Jill getting revenge on... I forgot what the name of the guy was, but it doesn't matter. When we come back. Okay, awesome. Oh, there's so much to do, and I love it. Love that it's just a deep, deep game. So that's going to be it for right now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.